If you want to learn drawing, focus on sketching, not academic drawing. Hello everyone, I'm Daisy. Welcome to my channel. In today's video, I want to talk about a very common misconception in learning art. Many people have already started to sense that something isn't quite right, but they can't clearly explain what the problem is. So today we're going to break down. If you truly want to develop drawing as a long-term hobby or creative skill, why should you focus on sketching rather than traditional academic drawing? I'm going to explain this from three key angles. Number one, what's the real difference between sketching and academic drawing? Number two, why is sketching far more effective than academic drawing when it comes to building real artistic ability? Number three, and if you're a beginner, how should you actually start learning to draw? Number one, what's the real difference between sketching and academic drawing? In today's broader art world, the gap between academic drawing and sketching is enormous. If you don't understand this difference, you might start off on the wrong path. Your drawings become more rigid, more frustrating, and eventually you may even start doubting your talent and give up entirely. Academic drawing is often treated as the foundation of art education. Before entering art school, many students are taught that drawing equals to academic drawing, but in reality, drawing is much more than that. Academic drawing is essentially a highly systematized, standardized training system focused on realism, including geometric forms, plaster cast, still life, figure structure, light and shadow, black, white, and gray, shading techniques, volume, proportion, and accuracy. This method originates from 19th century European academic training and was later adopted into Chinese art education in the 20th century, primarily to serve standardized art entrance exams. However, in the contemporary Western art context, this type of technique-driven drawing has largely been replaced by sketching. Sketching is everything that centers around the lines, observation, and ideas, and the sketchbook plays a crucial role in the Western art school admissions. A sketchbook is not just about drawing skills, it shows observation and documentation, ideas and inspiration, concept development, process and experimentation, material exploration. What matters is not how accurate your drawing is, but how you think, explore, and express visually. Number two, if you want to improve your drawing skill, you need to train your sketching ability, not just the technique drawing. The artist Chen Danqing once commented on exam-style drawing training saying, "When I see those exam drawings, I feel like dying. It's a dead end, it's a disaster, it's anti-art." Why? Because academic drawing trains precision and replication, not real artistic ability. Think about it. In literature, have you ever heard a writer being praised for describing a scene exactly like a photography? In music, do composers succeed by repeating the same melody over and over in perfect accuracy? So why in drawing do we use such a narrow standard? Why is the more realistic, the better considered the ultimate goal? This mindset dates back into the Renaissance, when artists were focused on replicating Greco-Roman aesthetic, but even over 1,000 years earlier. Chinese art theory has already moved beyond that. For example, the Asian theory of 6 principles of Chinese painting emphasizes representation is not about perfect realism but about capturing the spirit. So what is the core ability of drawing? It's not shading, structure, or perfect accuracy. It's observation, abstraction, exaggeration, imagination, simplification, identifying what matters. Visualism, composition, and all of those are trained through one method, sketching. Why sketching matters? It trains your hand and visualism. Drawing is not just knowledge, it's physical skill. Line quality, pressure, speed, and rhythm all come from sketching. It develops your ability to choose and simplify. The world is full of visual information. As an artist, you must decide what to include and what to leave out. This is the foundation of all artistic style. It builds true observation and abstraction skills. Beginners often focus on details and missing the big picture. Sketching forces you to see the overall structure first. It trains imagination and exaggeration. This is something academic drawing often surprises. Sketching allows you to interpret, distort, and create, which is exactly what separates human creativity from cameras and AI. Number three, why is academic drawing still seen as the foundation of drawing? This is largely a historical issue, especially in China. Chinese art education has been shaped by two major systems: the Soviet system, which emphasized technique and realism, the exam system, which requires measurable, standardized evaluation. As a result, only realism can be objectively graded. Creativity and thinking are hard to measure, so education becomes dominated by technique. This is why so many beginners are told to start with academic drawing. Yet, the more they practice, the more lost they feel because that system was never designed for creative learners, it was designed to filter students for art schools. So, where should beginners start? If you're just starting out, I've already made a full video on this. How should beginners start learning to draw? The 3 don'ts that will save you 10 years. You can also check the pinned comment for tools and drawing ideas. But here's the most important takeaway: drawing is not an exam, drawing is expression. If your goal is not to pass an art entrance exam and not to become traditional academic painter, then what you need is sketching, not academic drawing. I'm Daisy. I help you understand the deeper logic behind the learning art and use creativity to unlock your thinking. If you enjoy this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment. I'd also love to hear about your own experience learning to draw. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video. Bye.